Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Cookie Monster ProForgeRacing, bringing you my 77th Forger review, FredR1ck11. FredR1ck is a very talented racetrack forger, and he also has his own YouTube channel that's also called FredR1ck11, so be sure to check that out. I believe the I in Rick is a 1, so keep that in mind. Right there's a nice aesthetic, and there's a nice aesthetic that's the word aesthetic written out in blocks. So I like that. I think that's kind of creative. Anyways, this map is called Yummier Track. So I'm assuming there was a yummy track, and this one just happens to be yummier. No, it is indeed a yummy track. There's some nice waves and stuff. It's a very wavy map. Like right there, I kind of flipped on a wave because it was so like steep. There's a couple like steep waves. There's a nice big jump here. It's a pretty short map, just a little double wide map. There's a few jumps actually. It's a really nice map though. Right here there's a unique turnaround, and you just kind of go up this little hill and you turn around a small pole that stands up, and then right here you jump, which the elevator doesn't work perfectly and sometimes you can fall off and stuff. But I think that's cool how you come out under an area and you go through some shield doors that kind of slow you down, and then those shield doors also bring you up to another area, so it affects two different parts of the track. I think that's very, very creative to use shield doors that can affect you in both directions. I think that's pretty crazy how he did that. And right here's a little shield door jump. It kind of made me land in like a wheelie, so I slammed down a little, but overall it worked well. And then there's a nice little hill here that brings you back to the beginning, if I'm correct. Oh, not quite yet. Now we're back at the beginning. So that's a nice little hybrid map. I'm not sure if it was his first ever, but definitely an earlier map. This next one is called the Tall Midget. Huh. I don't know why. It's got some cool aesthetics on it. I can't tell exactly what any of them are. I think they're all just random designs, but they all look very nice. And it's a double wide hybrid map again. Right here is the little starting gate. Gates up, and the race commences. Right here, I had some trouble with this part. I was able to get a good clip of it, but there's this part where you're supposed to, you know, rock climb. Right there, I kept that in actually, which wasn't a great clip, but because I landed it perfectly, even though I started flipping out like crazily. Apologize if I sound nasally, by the way. Kind of have a stuffy nose today. Don't know why. I swam in my pond and my pond's gross. Maybe that's why. But anyways, yeah, this is a really smooth map. That little jump right there it's like a double jump. It kind of messed me up a little bit, and I missed the shield door landing, but on my second lap I got it, but I had to cut that lap out. Right here is a unique transition. I don't even know how to really describe it. And up here, I don't really like this transition going down into that turn with the rocks. He's kind of got some weird turns and transitions and things going on. It is unique, which is good. It just doesn't look quite as perfect as a regular double wide, but it is a fun map regardless of transition. And it ends with a teleporter that makes you blow up randomly. Not blow up, messes you up. And right here, I got the rock section to work well, so that's good. I got it to work. I defeated it. This next map is actually really nice in my opinion. It's called Waterfall SX, and it is obviously a Supercross map. It's not the best Supercross map out there, however, I really like it. I think it's a nice map. I know Mr. Stylison did a review of it, and he only gave it a 5 out of 10 because he didn't think it was as great a map. He thought they could have worked harder on it. But I think it's actually a really good map. I think it turned out really well. And especially, you know, as you saw from FredR1ck's first two maps, he mostly makes double wide type of maps. And this was definitely jumping out of his comfort zone a little bit, which is good. You know, it's good to see double wide forgers making roller coasters and SX and different forgers making different types of maps. And if they make one well, which he did here, it shows that you're definitely a really good forger. I don't like this big section at the end where there's nothing. It's just kind of like a big section with no jumps or whoops or anything. I think he should have at least added whoops. But other than that kind of blank end section, I like the map. I decided to do 2 laps, which I don't normally do in my ForgER reviews. I normally do only 1 lap per map. However, this is a really short map and stuff, so I figured I might as well throw a second lap in there. Why not? Why not? But yeah, it looks nice. I mean, it has good aesthetics. You can definitely tell that there's a waterfall with shields going through the map, which are clearly supposed to be water. And they built the map just low enough into the water so that water kind of comes over above the map a little bit, like the waves, and so that definitely makes it feel closer to water, closer to the waterfall. So they did a really good job with where they put the map that they wanted to design that way. Anyways, this next map here is called Roller Coaster SX, because it is, as you could have probably guessed, a roller coaster / SX track. Right there, a few seconds ago, I zoomed into the ORL sign, which I suppose FredR1ck's a part of. Outlaw Racing League? Is that what it is? Something like that. But again, this is a pretty good map. There's a huge grid kind of dividing. I think what it does is divide SX from roller coaster. Is that what it does? I don't know what the point of the huge grid is, but I guess you don't normally see grids and maps like used as like an aesthetic. In a racetrack, you definitely do not want to see a grid when you're driving, really, because like if you drive over a grid, usually that's not a great thing. Actually, in my reviews recently, I saw that. But as an aesthetic, I guess that works. Right there is a perfect 180 jump. I had to race this map, I believe, twice, and I did several laps, and every single time that 180 jump worked perfectly. So that's awesome. Because I've played a lot of maps with 180 jumps, and they don't always work at all. A lot of the times they're pretty flawed. But anyways, this next map's called Weekend Race. So I'm assuming it's pretty much just like a casual racetrack, something like that. But it's a really nice map. I like it a lot. I like the cave start with like the shield doors on the side to kind of add like a little bit of a, I don't know, just an effect to it. And add the light. It's a nice smooth double wide. You can definitely tell he's improved since the tall midget. I guess now he's either a tall person or a regular sized midget, whichever you consider improving. Because technically if you're a midget, to be a tall midget would be a bad thing because midgets are supposed to be short. I don't know, we'll have to look into this. You guys can let me know what you think. Anyway, this is a nice map. It's a really smooth, good double-wide map. Not a whole lot of aesthetics besides like the cave at the beginning. There's a few little designs here and there, but that's pretty much it. Overall, though, it's a nice map. I like this little turnaround part here. It is flat, but it still works out pretty well, and it's got some aesthetics around it, and that's how he was able to reconnect it without his reconnection looking shitty, and I totally respect that. This next map's really quick, and it is the map, and it's called Rookie Space S Contest FredR1ck. So I'm pretty sure, who is it? Rookies and Milk? Is that it? Or something like that. Maybe he had a contest on YouTube or something. But it's a pretty strange map, honestly. I like it. It's a good map, but it's like sort of an SX, except there's only like 2 jumps. There's a lot of blank, like nothingness, and then there's like some hardcore sections. Like right here, there's these bumps, and they start off small, and then they just get a lot bigger. And then, you know, at the beginning there was that cone section where you had to drive over a bunch of cones. And like, I don't know what the contest was. If it was create a very strange SX track, I think this would have definitely won if it was going for a strange map. But I mean, it's a cool map, and I'm not trying to bash it. I like it. It's fun, and it would definitely be better with more than just myself, with a group of people. However, it's just different. That's all. Which is good. Originality's good. But anyways, go to FredR1ck11's YouTube channel, check him out. Also go to his file share and download all his race tracks. This is just a small taste of his maps. He's a very good forger. Thank you guys very much for watching.